The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon Season 2 provides more details regarding variants, making the need to fill a zombie story hole even more urgent. The zombie versions of The Walking Dead have been stumbling and scurrying throughout the series since their formal debut in Season 11. The details of how and why variants exist, as well as the scope of their capabilities, have, regrettably, only been vaguely described. There are many problems and conflicts in AMC's The Walking Dead universe, as each program appears to present a unique interpretation of the basic notion. Since it occurred, the variant twist has caused a lot of consternation, but as more and more contradictory parts of the puzzle are added, none of which clarify the bigger picture, viewers are suffering further. One such instance is in El Invisible Episode 3 of Daryl Dixon Season 2, where Melissa McBride's character Carol observes Jeanette's malevolent pouvoir du vivant gang use a serum made by Dr. LaFleur to transform a small group of zombies into variations. In the past, Daryl Dixon made it apparent that pouvoir du vivant was producing variations, most notably the super zombies that were brought out for the gladiatorial-style fight at the end of Daryl Dixon Season 1. However, Season 2 makes a strong case for pouvoir being in charge of France's variations. Carol's brief ally, Remy, explains how the burner variants from Daryl Dixon Season 1 also started within Dr. LaFleur's lab while they observed the trials in progress. Daryl Dixon effectively credits pouvoir du vivant with creating all of its variations. When contrasting Daryl Dixon's version of events with the post-credits scene from Season 2 of The Walking Dead World Beyond, which provided a completely different reason for the existence of variations in France, a plot hole becomes apparent. The latter strongly suggested that variations were later produced, perhaps by accident, by the same scientists that generated the zombie virus in The Walking Dead. Additionally, the type shown in World Beyond had improved skills immediately after reviving, in contrast to pouvoir's super zombies, which are created by injecting a special serum post-reanimation. Daryl Dixon and World Beyond provide somewhat different reasons for why zombie types are proliferating in France, yet they can coexist. It's probable that both World Beyond and pouvoir types are found in France, but the latter type hasn't yet been seen in Daryl Dixon. Similarly, it's possible that the World Beyond's variations were so uncommon that they vanished years before Daryl Dixon's chronology. There are several reasonable answers. The Walking Dead only needs to choose one, omit the extraneous details, and follow it. The spin-off will appear to be disregarding an older series in favor of creating a whole new narrative for French versions, as long as Daryl Dixon keeps acting as though World Beyond never existed. A shared universe, which The Walking Dead currently unquestionably belongs to, serves to connect disparate releases and provide viewers with a feeling of narrative coherence. Daryl Dixon is just highlighting the contradictions in The Walking Dead's variants by suggesting that pouvoir is only responsible for France's variations and disregarding disclosures made elsewhere. Only one aspect of The Walking Dead's zombie conundrum would be resolved if Daryl Dixon could successfully close the gap between its own variations and World Beyond's. Climber and roamer zombies, which are more intelligent and nimble zombies that can open doors, use objects, climb ladders, and block attacks, have been featured in the main The Walking Dead series Far From France. The issue here is with The Walking Dead's chronology, since this specific variation appeared in Season 1, but was not noticed until Season 11, when they suddenly became shockingly common. The Walking Dead must to explain, at the very least, why the number of these climbing zombies suddenly increased throughout the Commonwealth narrative. The simplest way to achieve that would be to explore the reasons behind the existence of variants, and once more there are many tenable paths The Walking Dead might go. These early varieties died off, but pouvoir brought them back when he established up in the US years later. It's possible that passengers bearing the climber variety came from France just before the epidemic. On the other hand, the variations from Season 11 of The Walking Dead could be a progression, while the ones from Season 1 were only isolated incidents. These narrative holes are not intractable, but viewers haven't been given enough clues to figure out the correct answer on their own. The Walking Dead has to find time in one of its next releases to establish the lore surrounding variant zombies. This includes first resolving the confusion between World Beyond and The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon in France, and then explaining why variants are suddenly experiencing a population boom more than 10 years after the end of the world. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.